machine learning technique called regression. So we use regression whenever we have a continuous, okay. So what I do, this library gives me a model. So my task is to train that model. So I have my training data, I got the model and I applied the regression technique and I passed the training data to that model and my model is trained. I got that model perfectly trained, right? Now I have some testing data and I pass that testing data to the model to check how much efficient my model is. So when I have the training data, I know from this training data that the slope of this particular line is 400 divided by 60, so which is 6.25, and the intercept is 0 as it is visible, it is passing through the origin. So when I passed the testing data, I found the slope to be 6.3, which is okay. My actual slope was 6.25, but I found it at 6.3, so which is fine, no worries. And when I got to see the intercept, my actual intercept was 0, but I found the intercept as minus 7.4, which is also fine. So I found that my accuracy was something around 78%, which is like decent and good enough. So if your efficiency is like more than 60, it's good. Okay, so not in every case, because today machine learning is applied in every possible field. If you are from electrical, electronics, civil, mechanical, healthcare, any field, you should know machine learning today. I'll give you an example. For example, self-driven cars. So they are a part of mechanical industry, but are using machine learning. So in that case, my efficiency has to be 100%, right? So this is how we use machine learning in our real lives, and we try to solve something, we try to predict something which helps the society as such. Okay, so let me show you something. How many of you understood this one? Yes or no? You understood this? No? Yeah, few people did. That's wonderful. If you don't, it's okay. That was like little advanced. No worries. Those who did, that's great. Okay. So if I talk about the current scenario, if I talk about like what courses are required to get your dream job in computer science in today's world, if I talk about, right? So there are three things what you require. Number one is of course Python. Okay, so number one is a programming language, which is Python for us, right? Because we know why Python now. And number two is data structures. Again, we know why. And number three is artificial intelligence or machine learning or deep learning, these kind of terms. So anybody of you know what's the difference between AI, ML, DL? Anybody? Yes or no? If you know, please type. Okay, if you don't know, so there is a video you can see. So it's there on YouTube also. My video I have recorded for the difference. So basically, AI is a main term. Okay, ML and deep learning, they're subset of AI. ML is a way to achieve something, to make something artificially intelligent. So machine learning is the main way to do that. And deep learning is again a part of machine learning, okay, so in which we apply neural networks and all. Okay, so if you have these three knowledge properly, then you can get your dream job today, right? Okay, so let me show you the curriculum and all. So this is how I have only designed these three courses page. From there, click on complete Python and we land to the bundle course. Okay, so this is what the bundle course is all about, including these three courses, right? Basic course, data structures, then object oriented, then machine learning, then resume building, etc. So firstly, don't worry about the price and all. So this is not for you guys. You guys are a part of the webinar, and you are going to get the quiz and all. So you can actually get the opportunity to get this course almost free of cost. So don't worry about the finance. This is not the thing that you need to worry about. So Mr. Ishan will discuss with that how to grab the scholarship and all. So don't worry about that. Focus on the curriculum, like how this is going to help you. So coming to the Python certification first course. So firstly, anybody who didn't understand anything today, so that's the course for you. Starting from very basic introduction, why to do programming, why then Python 2 to Python 3. Then we'll study proper installation, how to install it in your own systems. And we will also see how to use it online on Collab. Okay. Then we have the assignment. Okay. After every lecture that we do, constant, reserved words, variables, comparisons, conditions, comparisons, functions, and then loops. So after every lecture, so there'll be a quiz and an assignment. So I hope nobody has a problem with the quiz and assignment. Right? Perfect. So because these are very important. Because on the basis of the quiz and all, you're going to get the freelancing projects, etc. Not on the basis of practice quizzes, but yes, of course, on the basis of final quiz. Right. So this is what about the first basic course. So once you complete the basic course, you have your first live class. So in the live class, we're going to discuss about initially the first 15 interview problems that are being asked in the first round of interview, like Fibonacci, factorial, etc. In the first round, the interviewer is basically checking that yes, you know the coding part, right? So this is what is covered in the first live class. We'll do the all interview questions. Okay. So once you are through with the basic course and all, we'll start with data structures. Okay. So in data structures, we'll have strings, we'll have files, we'll have list. Okay. We'll have the dictionaries, we'll have the tuples, sets. Okay. And once you cover all this, we have the live class wherein we study again the interview questions based on the data structures. Very important coming to the second round of interview. We'll see all the interview questions which are based on data structures. Then we're going to do some data structures which are not a part of basic Python. We'll do stack, queues, etc. which are again asked in the interviews. And we will cover topics like searching, sorting, complexity analysis, big O notation, etc. we will cover because these things are asked. Okay, so that is why the course is designed in such a manner that now you know what is asked, so you guys actually are prepared. Okay, and there might be a situation wherein you have some query or a doubt, so don't worry about that. So you will be added in the mentor group wherein you can ask your query anytime. Okay, and that will be solved. So once you feel that my query is not solved via chat or something, you can post. We'll arrange a proper live doubt session for you. Okay, so that's how this doubt process goes on. So don't worry about that also. And then coming to the next course, that is object oriented, we will cover the proper constructor, encapsulation, abstraction, inheritance, polymorphism, the quiz and all. And then once you complete this OOPS, OOPS is also very important. Some companies are focused just on OOPS. So my first round in InfoEdge went properly on OOPS. My project was all about OOPS. So that's why. Okay, so very important. Then you do all the tutorials. Each tutorial we have in a proper manner. And then on the mentor group, you'll be given some daily task. Daily you'll have to perform one task. Could be a quiz, could be an assignment, could be a tutorial, and the next day a quiz based on that tutorial. So that's why you will be given a daily task which you need to perform. Okay, perfect. Then we'll enter to the machine learning course, wherein of course we'll start with the introduction. This video I was talking about difference between AI, ML, deep learning. We'll introduce all the libraries, supervised and unsupervised learning. Then of course you have the quiz. Then we'll go ahead with regression, very important. All the types of regression we'll see. Then we have classification. We want to see whether a mail is going to enter the spam folder or the inbox folder. We'll see that. Then we have clustering and recommender systems. And then we'll start with the first project, that is making your guess game. So how many of you are interested in games? Type game. In making games I'm talking about, not play. Type game. Okay, great. Then we'll go to the next project, which is a data science project. So currently we saw how to plot a 2D graph, right? We'll see how to plot a 3D graph. So how many of you are interested in data science? Type data science. Perfect. Then we'll go to the deep learning project, very important, we'll use tensor